Okay, now the story you're about to hear is 98% true. Well, last weekend, my youngest son, he wanted a Halloween inflatable. And we went to CVS and Walgreens, the drugstores around here, and they didn't have any. So we figured we'd go to Party City. You probably have a Party City around your town, too. It's one of the bigger costume places outside of, I guess, Spirit, which is seasonal. Party City's open year-round. So we went over to Party City, and it was crowded, even though it's a few weeks before Halloween. And we went through aisle after aisle, couldn't find a single inflatable. And then we find this. Now, this isn't going to look so bad to you on this camera, but let me tell you, this thing was pounded. It was beat up, and it was just out there waiting in the racks. It's a 6.5-inch inflatable skull. And it was pretty much the only inflatable they had there, and it was open. It looked like there were pieces missing. I was scared to buy it, so I go up to one of the stock boys there and ask, "Hey, where do you keep these? I want to try to buy one." And then he says, "I've never seen it before. I have no idea. But take that one, and take it to the register, see if they can help you there." So I go up to the register and ask the lady up there, and I'm like, "Look, I think this is an open box. I want to buy this. I want to buy a new one of this. So can you please find it?" She takes it back to the manager. 10 minutes later, one of the other stock boys comes up and he says, "Hey, look, the manager says that we don't sell this thing. We haven't sold this thing in years. We don't have any inflatables here this year." And he says he can let me have it for just $5 under the condition that I cannot return it. And to me, that's a fair trade. I figure there's some stuff missing in there, but it's a good gamble for $5 to get something that's probably 30, 40, 50 bucks, in some other Halloween store. So I go pay my $5. My son's happy. I'm happy. We head on out. On the way out, this panhandling old man comes up to me and he tells me, look, it didn't really scare me, but what he did say basically was, "What are you doing with that?" And I'm just, "No, it's Halloween." He says, "Don't buy that." Basically, he was saying that every year some family buys this certain inflatable and the family somehow disappears, to put it in a not so grim sense, and then the next year it winds up back on the shelf, the same skull inflatable. And of course, I think I'm stepping into the middle of some R.L. Stine Goosebumps story at this point. So I say, "Sure, okay," and I keep walking, and I leave it at that. But then I get home, I open the thing up, and there's a lot of stuff missing, and I get scared because the electricity's missing. I have to get another 12-volt plug, which is actually an indoor plug, and I decided to put it outdoors, so if it rains, I'm pretty much screwed. The poles to hold it in place aren't there. So I went out there, plugged in, and it started to inflate. Now I want to go out there and check and see how it's doing. Simple as that. Alright, it's been out there inflating for a while. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what $5 at Party City and some freaky little inflatable curse will get you. It's pretty big. Pretty cool. Oh no. Oh God. Do you see it? In the eye. In the eye. In the eye!